Spartans, welcome to Show and Tell. Today we have Charbella with her big collection from World of Odyssey?
Odyssey of the Mind.
Odyssey of the Mind.
Yep.
So what's Odyssey of the Mind and what do you guys do there?
So Odyssey of the Mind is a creative problem-solving competition that some of my friends and I competed in from, I believe, 4th to 8th grade. So it was like 4 or 5 years. And basically every year there are 5 problem synopsises that they give you, and you get to choose one of them, and you spend the whole year creating a skit, and you create props. And the point of it is to be as creative and to embrace creativity and the use of recycled materials and fulfilling the prompts. And so every year there are different requirements for the 5 problem synopsises. And we actually chose a bunch of different ones. Each year we competed. Sometimes we chose problem 1, which always involved building a vehicle. Sometimes we chose problem 3, which was always one that was called classics. And it was kind of twisting history into modern interpretations and fun displays. And every time you compete, there are, what Odyssey of the Mind is known for are their selection of pins. And every time you go into a competition, you buy your own pins. And one thing that's really exciting for teams is that once they make it, if they make it past regionals competitions and then state competitions and then finally world finals, they take their pins and they trade with people from all over the world. Because Odyssey of the Mind World Finals includes teams from like China and Poland, and it's just really, it's a huge national affair. And we went in 7th grade. It was in Michigan at, I believe, University of Michigan. And so these are some of the pins that I got from there. If you'd like to see some of them. It was actually the 40th anniversary of the Odyssey of the Mind World Finals. And we also competed at the 40th anniversary, just not of World Finals, but of Odyssey of the Mind itself, because Odyssey of the Mind was established in New Jersey. And actually, we got this medal from there. If you can see, Omer is the little raccoon. He's the mascot of Odyssey of the Mind. There's him with a little 40th anniversary cake. I think that year we might have gotten first in regionals. So these are some of the medals. These are regional competition medals. But this one is a little bigger. This is the year that we went to World Finals. We took 2nd place in states. And that's what got us here to get these pins. So I believe this is a pin set from Tennessee. And normally pin sets come in sets of 5 because of the 5 problem synopsises that there are. This peacock is, actually, would you mind holding it for me, please? This peacock is one of my favorite. I don't exactly remember where it's from. Normally the pins say on there where they're from.
Do you guys like go to different states all over the country, or is it like specific ones?
Actually, the location of World Finals changes every year. So sometimes it's like, it's usually held at a college campus. The year we went, it was in Michigan. Sometimes they switch it to Iowa or Ohio. Mm-hmm. But it is a really big event, so a lot of people do get involved, and there are a ton of teams that compete. Some of my other favorite ones, these ones are Korea. These are from 2019. They spin. I think that's cool.
The World Finals over here.
Yes. These are Arizona. I also really love these. This one's China. I believe these two glow in the dark. This is Omatuk. Interesting. These are also a set. So pins can either be individual or they can come in sets. And they can, sometimes they have like coach pins because each team has 5 to 7 kids, but then they have coaches too.
Well, and the ones over here.
These are the New Jersey pins. So each state also has their own pins. Sorry if you want to slide this over. So every year when you go to competitions, there's always a little kiosk where you can buy pins. And these are some of the pins that I got my first year when I was in 4th grade. We actually didn't compete, but I still got the pin anyway. It was called No Cycle Recycle. And we had to build a vehicle, and we did a little skit with an alien on Mars.
Well, I thought like they use all the creativity and put it into like a whole theme.
Yeah.
That you use.
They have different themes every year, and it's always the most exciting to find out what they're going to be.
Yeah. What's your favorite theme? Because honestly, I think I like this one.
These ones actually aren't problem pins. They're just for Odyssey. This is one of the theme sets. I did really like the Harry Potter one. This year we did Classics It's Time Omer, so this middle one was our problem synopsis. There's actually in a pin set. So they're the 5 problem synopsises, but another part of the competition was called spontaneous, which is where they'll take 5 of the team members into a room and they'll give you a prompt, and it's either going to be verbal, which means you're only going to be speaking, hands-on verbal, which means you'll be speaking and you'll be using material, or hands-on, which means you're going to be building something. And so it's a challenge that you don't know what it is. It's completely spontaneous. And they give you just a really short amount of time to come up with a solution with your team and to use teamwork. And it was always made us really nervous because
like you're being put on the spot.
Exactly. Like, and we never were the best at, like our team specifically, we weren't the best at hands-on. We were always the verbal team. We could be humorous. We could come up with really creative solutions. But then we got you never know what you're going to get. It's completely random. Our team ended up getting hands-on like 4 times in a row. Like in 7th grade.
Like, here you go.
Yeah, exactly.
Have at it.
Yeah. We were like, oh, well, odds are definitely in our favor. But that's why the golden snitch down here, that's a spontaneous pin. So there are normally the problem pins and then spontaneous pins. So this is, that was the second year we competed, actually. This year, classes, it's time Omer. Wait, no. Yeah. That year, we had a really great skit. We made this, one of my friends who was on the team made this portrait of the Mona Lisa out of beans and spaghetti, and it was really
crazy.
Cool. Yeah. This is another one of the pin sets. This second year, the theme was carnival. And this one, we did Emoji Speak for Yourself, and it was a silent movie. So we had to do the entire 8-minute skit without speaking at all. And you had to tell the story through transformations, and there was supposed to be something with texting where you were supposed to have a visual.
Charades, sort of?
Well, you had to have a visual representation of texting, but without you doing it exactly. I know one team had a dry erase board, and they had a marker and a magnet on the other end, so it would write it from the other end. And it was just challenging you to use creative problem solving in a humorous and out of the box way. And so that was that year, and that pin spins. At the bottom is one of the themes that New Jersey took up towards the end. They started doing mosaics, and they continued that into the next year. I really love these pin sets, the mosaic ones.
Oh,
really
yeah,
love the tree frog.
Really cool.
They are cool. And this is also from the 40th anniversary. That was the year we did the emoji skit. It was the 40th anniversary. And then this is, I think this is the last year we competed. They continued the mosaic sets. And then I think this is the year that we went to World Finals. We did, which one? Classics? No, we didn't. We did Omer to the Rescue again. That was a great skit. We had to, one of the prompts was we had to build a vehicle that could be disassembled and reassembled at the beginning and during the skit, and it had to fit into 2 suitcases. And so my friend, she's a genius. She designed this, and she used bicycle wheels and slipped them into a wooden frame that had hinges. So they would take the bicycle wheels out, and then they would close it, and they would zip it up in the suitcases and carry it to another end of the room during the skit. And it was amazing. And also, the vehicle had to perform 3 different functions. So it had we had a list of options. One of them was clean up a park. So we had magnets underneath it, and we had magnetic trash, and it would drive over it and pick it all up.
Really?
Yeah. Another one, it had to return a lost treasure. So she also designed this this hydraulic system of 2 big syringes. So she would fill one with water and then push it, and it would go through tubes into another syringe, and it would lift up Lego things, and it returned
kind of like a vacuum kind of thing.
Like an expanding thing.
Oh,
you know, when you go to the Liberty Science Center and there's that big expanding ball.
Yeah, with
kind of like that, but vertically.
Oh,
and
okay.
It returned we were return a lost treasure. It's going to be a book, and we're going to go to the library, and we're going to return a lost treasure book. And so we returned a book called The Lost Treasure. That's the vehicle did that.
That's
and then
really
it had
smart.
to transport another character from danger. So we had a second guy get on the vehicle, and mind you, it wasn't really big. It was yay big, and so it was 15 seconds, just go.
It's
yeah, with the bike wheels. So it was trying to roll away 2 people. But it worked, and we went to World Finals, and it was awesome. Also that year, they also designed a paper mache bridal dress. So it was like we took a dress and we cut it, and then we like paper mache newspaper all over it. I still have the headband. I should have brought it. But
that would have been really cool to see.
there's style components, so you have to create a few extra props that really stand out creatively in their use of recycled materials, and that was one of them, and we got a lot of style points for that.
What was your favorite world final? Like, what year was your most favorite?
Well, we only went to World Finals once.
Really?
It's not super
Is it like really
easy.
hard to like...
Well, New Jersey has a lot of teams that compete normally, but Odyssey of the Mind was really big in our school, so we worked really hard at it. We had other teams that went to World Finals from our school. Some of them went multiple times, but the year that we went was when we were in 7th grade and we did that skit with the vehicle. And then the last year we competed was in 8th grade. We did Classics, The Effective Detective, and we did a detective skit. And I think that might have been my favorite.
I love how creative they make how creative they are.
They're
making all the designs and like correlating them all into like a theme.
Creativity is the basis for their whole organization. That's why they're
Doing a
like
great job
outside
with that.
Exactly. Thank you. I love it so much. And if anyone ever wanted to start an Odyssey of the Mind team, I am totally on board.
I'll join you on that one.
Let's go.
I'll gladly join you.
This last year when we were in 8th grade, we had to, instead of fitting a vehicle inside of 2 suitcases, we had to fit our entire set in 2 suitcases. So that was a nice challenge. Okay, again, this one genius friend designed this backdrop that was like panels, but it like detached. It was like 3 sections that we stacked on top of each other, but it created it was zigzag. So it created this effect that when it's positioned one way, the audience sees one picture, but when you shift it, they see another picture.
Oh, I've
it was
seen
like,
those type of things.
Yeah. And so she also put like hangers in it in increments so that it would like stick and it positioned itself. And I think there was Velcro too, and it was absolutely genius. And the judges did also love it. A lot of the times we got really good points on our skit, but when we went into spontaneous, that's where we had a little bit of the downfall. But overall, we had great teamwork and a lot of great experiences, and it was just, I mean, it was something I never wanted
to like just enjoy building all these things and using like parts of your brain that you don't really use all the time to like complete a challenge, and it's sounds like so much fun to like just do. And
we made a lot of amazing memories, and going to those competitions, you see things you never thought you would ever see. And
so like oh, never knew that happened.
Exactly. Sometimes I'd see these insane sets, like a giant volcano made just out of bottle caps, and like those are things you don't see every day, but it just
you get to work with other people's creativity that you didn't even know was possible.
Exactly. But
so, thank you for watching. Thank you so much for joining us, and congratulations on everything you guys have accomplished. And we'll see you next time.
Bye, Spartans.